So this I wanted to show you is a pretty magical place. This is where there used to be a series of swimming pools. And look at this giant oak tree. I think it is definitely older than that. Hello, my friend. And you, a big handsome fella. Okay, and now where are we, Sundi? We're at the Yarra River. Just down the road from us, can you believe, in the middle of the city, all this magnificent, beautiful bush and nature. Oh, it makes my heart sing. Oh, it feels so good here, son. Wow. So beautiful. So you can just make out over here the road, the works where the old paper mills were, and unfortunately it's going to be built up into a whole suburb's worth of housing. So this area won't be as quiet as it used to be, as it is currently. But perhaps it will be appreciated by more people. It's been ages since I've been here. I must forgot what it was like, actually. Not really, but I've got some places mixed up in my mind. There's the information about the Alphington swimming pool was constructed on the banks of the Yarra River by local residents in the early 1920s and remained a focus for community life until the 1960s. Isn't that fantastic? Annual swimming carnivals were held at the pool, and local families often picnicked in the area. After falling into disuse, it was covered with silt from the river and partly excavated and restored in 2001 by local residents. There's a quote: "The Alphington pool represents happiness and joy. I was there every afternoon." Alphington resident Betty Turditch. That kid in the water. Beautiful. That would have been a magnificent life. But look at this. Sundi has swam here before, but not today, darling. How muddy that is. So that's the old diving board. Sundi, don't kill me. Safe. Just walk up here a little bit. I just felt like videoing a different part of the landscape today. I do have my art stuff with me today, so depending on how our walk goes, I might stop and do some drawing along the way, which I think I've probably a bit arted out at the moment. I've been drawing and drawing and drawing, so I am enjoying it. It's nice to not always be putting out energy. Sometimes you need to receive energy. I think that's what this walk's about for me right now. See if I can replenish my cup, fill her up. That beautiful wattle, beautiful gum tree. Okay, we're getting to the part where the paper mills used to stand, and some of it still does. I haven't been here in ages. Seen an update of the works. Oh, looks like they've fenced off a lot of it. Wow, with pretty crap looking fencing actually. Oh, isn't that sad? Graffiti on the gum trees. Yes, I think cyclists will want to dismount here. Right. That looks a bit treacherous, doesn't it? It's not very well managed. Are you thinking we're turning around here, Sundi? There's the Chandler Bridge. Are you nearly ready to open the new part? Come up. Let's just have a look through the fence here. Does not bode very well, does it? Okay. Let's go, son. Walking back now. Very sad to see all that up there. Hey. Good, Sundi. Now it feels happier. There's beautiful old oak trees everywhere. Isn't it beautiful lichen on the branch? You don't often get lichen fresh like that in Australia. It dries off so quickly. If it wasn't for the sound of the freeway and the orange plastic, this would be very, very tranquil. Just through the visuals. Stop here for a sec, Sundi. It feels like I'm in a McCubbin or Streeton or Tom Roberts painting. If you can get the colours right, which this camera is not capturing very well. All the tones are very light. That's better. Still got a bit too dark. Those greys are very buff. This is one of my favourite parts of the world, so very fortunate to live here. Wow. Very fortunate indeed. It's still cold enough that I need this big shawl, that's for sure. Look how beautiful is that river. Oh wow, aren't we lucky? Fortunate, wealthy, privileged thieves, really, the truth be known. But how beautiful, beautiful, beautiful is that view? Accidental thieves, perhaps. Generationally. But to end up here and to do it justice or appreciate it is what I feel is the best we can do. It's what I'm trying to do. Not sure that it's absolutely the right thing, but at least it's something. Oh, look how beautiful is that, Sundi? Look at the sunlight coming through and the river, cold and steely grey. Oh, those gum trees. Look at their twisting branches right down to the water. Magic. Thank you, Birrarung River. Thank you, Wurundjeri. In fact, you know, there's a beautiful, beautiful saying in Wurundjeri, which is Wurundjeri. There's more to it than that, but Wurundjeri means welcome. And I have heard the wonderful Auntie Joy London Murphy say a prayer, a welcome to the... No, we're not going in the water, Sundi. A welcome to people in Melbourne, and it says something, translates something like you're welcome to the leaf and the root and the fruit of all the trees. Isn't that beautiful? they're so generously spirited. I can't quite fathom that. So I find that very, very moving, that people whose land was taken, whose culture and language and children were stolen, who were held captive and tortured and attempted to have their spirituality, everything taken and transformed. How amazing and gracious and generous it is to then be able to turn around and say welcome or Menjikai. I guess it's quite an empowering, beautiful thing too. I hadn't thought of it like that, but to say that is to say this is our place. We're the custodians of this place and we will share it with you. Actually acknowledges that that's their place to say that this is their right. I feel like what Kate Heard's done here is a similar sort of act, which is one of not claiming ownership, but having custodianship of the land. To be able to open it up to the public the way that she has, and I hope she continues to be able to do that when the new Alphington estate, Yarra Bend I think they're calling it, is built. I hope that it's safe enough for her to keep the land open to people in the public. It's so completely understandable if she can't, of course. But it's just such a beautiful, non-possessive way of being in the land, on the land, with the land, and it makes me feel very hopeful for the future, perhaps, where custodianship rather than ownership becomes a much more important concept again. And given that it's the traditional way in Australia, I think that it's a really powerful thing to see someone doing it differently. So, nearly finished our walk. I'll be heading back around to a stand of trees I'd really like to film, so I'm going to stop now. Catch you in a sec. Decided to sit for a bit on the bench here. Okay, I sat there and did a tiny bit of drawing. It's just getting dark. I finished our walk. Okay, I love this last little bit. Cindy, come on. Down here. Up the other side. Where there's what I call the sentinels. These stand, this row, hello friends, of magnificent big river red gums. I was really hoping that the filming, the battery life would last long enough. Hello old friends. These trees have got to have been here longer than... Oh my gosh, it's one of those days, hey. These are the sentinels. But my phone ran out of power. I dashed back to the car and recharged it a bit. Only now to return and find it is twilight. And the video filming business does not work well in twilight, but I might be able to tweak it in the editing process. So, one of those days, hey? But look at you, my friend. Aren't you just magnificent? Oh, now that's worth it. Here they are, standing guard over the Yarra. Yes, that was me hugging and kissing a tree. Thank you for being here all these years. Must have been here hundreds of years, these ones. These beauties. like living monoliths by the river. That beautiful scribbly blue bark against the buff yellow. The smells down here are magnificent. I wanted to mention the smells. There's old wattle blossom, heady and sweet. There's the smell of onion grass weeds growing prolifically. The eucalypt leaves crushed by feet, moistened by the rain. And the smell of foxes occasionally perfuming the air with their ripe scent. So Sundi and I have completed our walk. He has had a nice time. I think he's had a lovely time. We've had lots. He's loved all the smells. So really, you can hardly see anything. Some twinkling lights on the horizon. I'm going to keep filming till the battery runs out. Yeah? Well, he could probably quite happily stay the night out here and all these smells. Often we'd get cold, wouldn't we? That's bye from Sundi, bye from Katie. Let's see if I can turn this around. Bye! Where's the light? If there's any light, maybe some there. Mwah! Bye bye, beautifuls. Okay, we're in the car now heading home. It is thoroughly dark, but after a beautiful walk, I just wanted to end it with a tiny little bit of the road, of the dirt